What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
So welcome to the roast of Scott Frank. Seriously, what the fuck are we doing here? Because, I mean, if we were in New York, we'd walk by and the marquee would just say, least prestigious roast ever.
Scott Frank, this is the man of the hour, you know, we're supposed to be concentrating about him. So before I dig into him, I want to start it off with a little bit of, a little bit of difference, I want it to be positive. So I don't know if you know this, but Scott Frank backwards is Narf Talks. Unfortunately, that's the only good thing about Scott Frank.
Scott fucking Frank.
Woo, Lord!
I've known this man for a long time, and I think it's safe to say he's a terrible fucking person. I once saw this man having sex with a girl whilst wearing a Richard Nixon mask. There's no punchline to that joke. My therapist just thought that I should talk about it.
Think of all the innocent people you've chased down the street naked. All the boyfriends of girls you've had blackout sex with. Hell, any of the girls you've had sex with. Remember that time you sexted your mom? I mean, you said it was an accident, but we all know your reputation.
Well, the time he came in his own eye. Man. Well, wearing glasses. Lily's right. Scott's sex life is bad for business.
He remembers the war, but he can't remember what natives he fucked.
Jesus!
I love him because he's furry. I mean, that's kind of cool. Like a life-size Beanie Baby. Shit. Hold on, guys. Someone's calling me. Hey, I'm in the middle of the show right now. You can't. What the fuck are you doing?
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, but Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Scott Frank is covered in pubes. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. Okay, one more poem. Roses are red. Fiasco sucks. I'm just kidding.
Whatever happened to Fiasco? By the way, whatever happened to him?
Alan's in the hospital.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. The talent left.
Apparently, I didn't want to pick my own poop out of the toilet, so I had Scott Frank pick it out of the toilet for me with a fork.
Somehow the ladies fucking love him, am I right? Every lady give a fucking hand for Scott Frank. The ladies love him. I don't know how it is, but the fatal flaw is, he's a disgusting human being. He's the scum of the fucking earth, but somehow he gets the ladies, and I don't know how he does it.
You used to play rhythm in my band. You were a steady beat to me. You were like a metronome. You were my metrosexual gnome.
Fiasco, I like to listen to Fiasco and masturbate to all the girls I fucked in high school while listening to bands that sounded like Fiasco.
Also, to all the ladies that ever had sex with Scott Frank, God bless you, because I don't know how you'd feel good about himself otherwise.
But every time I look at him, I think about that goddamn little fucking ugly-ass goddamn dog. This is, he's just a little short and he fucking snorts and walks around. He's kind of hairy and disgusting. He's like Danny DeVito's inner child or something. Because he's smaller, Either he's Danny DeVito's inner child or fucking something that Danny DeVito ate.
Someone came up to me and said, hey,
Did you know that there's a midget that works at D'Alessandro's? And I was like, whoa! His name is Scott Frank. And he prefers little person. Isn't that right, you fucking little person?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Scott. Scott was fingered when he was 13.
Thank you for putting this disaster together. I was hoping there'd be a legitimate podium, maybe with a step stool for Scott Franklin.
But you know, you guys all talk shit about Scott Franklin. You know, he's only like this because of you. You know? I mean, I remember the first day that I met Scott Frank. I saw him. He was out on the wild plains of Elliotboro, riding on a white stallion with a 10-gallon hat, saving a kitten and resuscitating someone's grandmother at the same time. And back then he was 6'8", 300 pounds, all biceps. And then he came to Cuddy's.
Scott Frank has managed to maintain his girlish figure. I brought this up earlier. But actually his diet is all just chicken nuggets and ranch dressing and macaroni and cheese. He's actually a solid now. He just sweats Velveeta and PBR.
See, I knew Scott Frank from the very beginning when he first started coming into Cuddy's. You guys may not know, but I'm an OG. I come from the beginning. You know what I'm talking about. You know what OG means because you're black, I guess. Mexican, whatever. Carlos Mencia, everybody. I remember, I was here. Everyone was kind of nervous of what happens, but as soon as Matt Heck came in and brought in this cardboard box and opened it up, and then little terracotta Scott Frank came out. It was a team effort. We all gathered around and spread the seeds on this little guy. And then out came little, innocent chia pet Scott Frank. At first he didn't grow a lot because, we figured out we were giving him water. Turns out Scott Frank needs booze to live.
It's really great because, walking down the street with Scott Frank is not so much so like buddies going down and hanging out. It's more so like dragging a wounded person through Normandy on D-Day. It's like, come on, Scott, get up! I can't! That's straight up Scott.
I know Scott Frank like the back of my ass, and I know he just aims to please. And all you people who just keep asking, and you pull, and he gives 110%, you just want 20% more, and so he just kept going and going. And first it was comedy night, but that wasn't good enough. So then it was trivia, and that sucked, so he went back to comedy night, and he kept going, and slowly he deformed to this thing you see right in front of you. This soulless, flaccid piece of shit. I just really think that you guys don't appreciate him enough,
In lieu of taking the low-hanging fruit that even Scott could reach.
I just have one quick joke. How many Scott Franks does it take to screw on a light bulb? One. But it doesn't matter because he hasn't paid his power bill. If I could get a drum roll, I would.
First of all, thank you guys all for coming. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for roasting me. You guys are fucking hilarious every single hour. That's awesome. This is really cool. I'm glad we're doing it here. I'm especially happy that we all made fun of Fred. I hate that guy. He's the worst. And we all can agree on that. I especially love Fred's work in Jurassic Park. I don't know if you've seen it before. It goes something like this. He was the best T-Rex I've ever seen. The toilet scene, he should have won an award for that. I don't know why.
Fred, I love you. But what in fucking God's name are you doing here? Fred is to this roast as a Jew is to a gas shower. Not a good idea.
Hey, Ben.
Fred's here. Hey, Fred.
Okay, Fred. Now, y'all have all these things to say about Fred, but I really can't say too much. I met him once. I was like, he's like, my name's Fred. And then later on I was like, hey, like Frank. He's like, no, it's Hank. And then for the longest time, I've had the hardest time remembering his name. And then yesterday I heard someone at DL say Fred, and I remembered his name. So that's it. Congratulations, I learned your name. Good fucking job, dude. You did it. You did it. That's my Frank joke.
Fred is to metal like aluminum is to a fucking microwave. I don't know if you know this, but putting a fucking patch on the back of a jean jacket doesn't make you metal, bud. It makes you look like a fucking douchebag.
I was gonna rip on him really hard, but everyone fucking hates you, and I feel like you got ripped on enough, so I'll let you go.
Shut the fuck up, Fred.
Joey with the best jokes of the night over here. Well, Lily stole my intervention joke, so there goes half my bit.
So you fuckers, all of you, yeah, except for Fred, I guess he didn't say much. God bless you, Fred, you set the bar so low that even I can step over it, you know? Yeah, even Scott can step over, there we go.
I can't even read my own arm. So I think we're supposed to make jokes about Fred, but I think everybody else is gonna do that, so I'm just gonna leave that alone.
I've gone to a few shows with Fred. You know, you never mean to do it, but somehow it just happens, like premature ejaculation. Yeah, let's compare Fred to semen. It's sticky, annoying, probably tastes bad due to its fucking diet decisions, and always pops out when you least expect it to. So imagine you go to a show with this 6-foot blob of semen. And he's just like the worst person you ever go to a show to. He's like, it's too hot in here. He suddenly becomes a New York Jewish woman. It's too hot, I don't like this. Everyone's getting too roughhousing. I don't want to be here anymore. When do we gotta go? Who's driving? I drink too much. I can't. So yeah, if you ever go out to Fred, make sure you don't let him bust your cum bubble, because it's gonna be a terrible evening. Get how I said cum bubble? It was a reference to him being semen. Thank you. I'm here all night.
Yeah, yeah, I think I'm done.
Everybody give it up for the audience for being way funnier than Fred.
Warren. I love Warren to death. This dude, I got him do comedy and he's fucking hilarious. I really love him. But little known fact, he's the only man that could blow his nose and wipe his ass at the same time. It's because he has a butt chin. You understand? Do I have to explain the joke? Okay.
Warren. Ah! I really should have written more. But I'm tired of hearing you cry at night as we go to sleep. We live together. BT dubs.
No, the worst introduction was when someone said that I looked like the Piggly Wiggly pig. And I was just like, really? Thank you. Okay.
Okay, it got some laughs. I mean, I'm happy with it. Warren, can you stand up for a second? Just come here. Get on the light. Show off that butt chin of yours. Whenever I mouth fuck Warren, I like to just pretend it's not gay because I just pretend it's like a little Asian girl because his chin looks like a little ass, like right underneath my balls. Boom, been writing that for like a month now. Boom.
Cuddy's is doing a new event now. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Every Saturday we're gonna do Saturday Night Sissy Fights with Fred and Joey. I got $20 that Fred throws the towel halfway through the fight because Joey's making inappropriate advances.
The leader, I couldn't say anything mean that.
And I don't know who else. Campbell makes beef jerky. And Joey probably has some sort of gay thing. He's talking about it.
I don't know who's more in the closet, JJ or Joey. I would try to set JJ up with Joey, but I know JJ's family's Christian and they really frown upon an interracial relationship. Joey, you delectable half and half.
Joey, do you kind of like Tyler Perry movies?
What's up, my nigga? Joey! Hey! Joey lives above the pizza place he works at, which is directly across the street from the bar he drinks at. Joey literally never leaves this block. Seriously, bro, you need to expand your horizon. I'm drunk. You need to expand your horizon. Kind of like how your mom and dad did. Holy shit.
Joey's a regular ladies' man. I know this by all the sheer women that he hasn't slept with.
You old so-and-so!
Well, not dates. He takes them out on long walks and talks. He likes to call them walkie-talkies. I know, what a pussy, right?
I haven't been this nervous since Joey walked in the room.
He's black.
Hey, everybody!
All kidding aside, Joey is probably the worst attempt to make this thing politically correct.
I once heard Joey try to pick up on an oddly masculine woman with the phrase, and I quote, "I'm Joey, like a baby kangaroo." Dude, if you said blasty blast, baby kangaroo isn't gonna seal the fucking deal. Let me do this shot real quick.
I don't know a lot of other people here because I don't get out of the house a lot because I'm a loser. But I know Joey. Thank you, Joey, for showing up. I'm really glad that I finally saw him doing something other than black jokes. I just want to take some time out, because I'm all about feminism and I'm all about rights and I'm all about race and all this stuff, and I think it's a huge problem, so I just want to applaud him. It takes a lot of courage to be a Mexican man who makes black jokes to white people. I couldn't do it as an Asian man myself because I'm a coward. So I applaud you, thank God.
Joey, if you say I'm going to have a blasty blast one more time to me, I'm going to kick you in your ass. Wait, no, I take that back. That sounds too pleasurable for you. I'm going to throw a naked woman at you and watch your mind explode from pure confusion. And we're moving on. Campbell, why are you even here? You're the person that can't take a fucking joke at all. And yet you've been doing miraculous tonight. You've been holding it together very well. And I'm surprised. But I prepared myself. I know that he's deaf. So I'm going to cover my mouth for this next joke. I really want to fuck your mom. His mom's really hot.
Look at Frank's fucking wrist.
Can I get a name in?
Can I get a name in? Especially in the person in the fucking back that is signing for Campbell. I know you can't hear a whole lot. Yeah, that's really sweet of you. I appreciate it. fucking pizza. No, really, I love you, Campbell. Guys, if you ever get a chance to talk to Campbell, don't.
And also, for anybody else that's going to make any jokes about me, please speak a little bit louder in the microphone because...
Don't interrupt me ever again, Campbell.
Where's Tito? Is Tito around here still? Sweet, beautiful Tito. My best friend for years. And a terrible performer, as you all saw tonight. Tito is an avid sports fan since... Oh gosh, what was it? Since the Panthers got in the playoffs this year. Tito's the kind of guy to drop you off at your house, then offer a girl that you've expressed interest in a ride home. Then he has sex with her in the back of his car. True story. Not a joke. These aren't jokes. This is anger repressed for years. Can I get a titty down? Tiny. Tiny is the only person who came here for the sole purpose of the ham and the shots. He came here solely for food, and I asked Brian, I was like, Brian, how did you get Tiny to sign up? Tiny doesn't, like, perform or anything like that. He was like, Fred and sandwiches. I was like, oh, deal, okay, that's how you go. A chance to make fun of Fred and a chance to eat some sandwiches. Deal.
Goes by the name of Tiny, and we all know that's not due to his height, so you guys do that.
I didn't realize Tiny could read. So congratulations, man. 7 pages on a marble-bound composite book is pretty fucking good. I mean, I don't know. You guys aren't comedians. I guess your name's Sex. I don't know.
I'm all about it. Tom, do they let you near schools? Do they let you near schools? Are you allowed near school with just small children?
He plays goth music on the accordion. That means if he ever decides to become a street performer, he won't need a panhandling monkey because his repertoire will provide all the same heart-wrenching sadness a broken wild animal on a dirty sidewalk would.
How many dead bodies do you have buried around town? I know that you're a construction worker, so you have access to do it. I once asked Tom, hey, tell me the look that you're going for. He said, Jeffrey Dahmer.
I like it. I'm into it though. Tom seems like the kind of guy that, like, let's say like you needed a ride. He would like murder your daughter and then like rape her and then bury her in the backyard and then maybe give you a ride afterwards. It's all merging. Alright, that's all Tom. Thank you, Tom.
I can't say anything mean about Tom. This is the first time I've seen him since he was reading Laffy Taffy Raptors for his jokes at stand-up night.
And I'll continue. Matt Heck. Just look at the guy. Just look at him. It's a joke enough. Just look at him. That's all I need to say about that.
And, have a good time and buy a shot and have some ham.
He's kind of a father figure in which he's like a deadbeat drunk. But he's also like an uncle figure in which like he'll give you too much booze and try to make out with you. Just kidding, y'all. That only happened once.
And, there's a game Matt the bartender likes to play here. It's called Whoever Molests Scott Gets a Shot. Yeah. Feel free to do it. This is true. This is true. And I found out that I feel Scott's dick till I get blackout drunk. I'm not gay, I'm just an alcoholic. And it's very empowering to know that I can fucking rape Scott.
Lily also got me really into like heavy drinking. I used to not like drink a lot. I would do like one beer. I moved into her and I moved in with her. Oh, we all know I've done that,
girl. Apparently, Lily is a slut. But Lily, don't worry about any slut jokes, because no man has ever fucked Lily and survived. You do not fuck Lily. Lily fucks you.
Oh, Lily was worried that there'd be a bunch of people coming up here
and taking the low-hanging fruit and doing fat jokes. And I decided to take the high road and do huge titty jokes. Yeah. Lily's titties are so huge, I don't know whether to motorboat them or motor carnival cruise those motherfuckers.
I moved in with her, and I started drinking very heavily. Well, I can't get a better punchline out of that last fucking thing. I moved in with Lily, and I started drinking heavily. I was like a one and done guy, same as when I was getting into it. You know what I'm saying? And so I started drinking really heavily, and I was like, man, if it wasn't for Lily, what would I be doing in my life right now? I don't know, probably be in a happy relationship with someone, a successful career, you know, maybe my bills would be paid on time. And Lily also made me feel very, very, like, nice about my body, you know, I felt comfortable, and I could be naked and stuff like that, and you guys should thank Lily. If it wasn't for Lily, half of you wouldn't have to see my penis.
But anyway, Lily, thank you for hosting. You're doing great so far. Emphasis on so far. Because if you drink as much as I've seen you before, and you stumble a little too hard into the wall, this whole place might come down. No, like, seriously, be careful. People might die. Seriously.
Lily's titties are so huge, I wouldn't titty fuck them because my penis would look so small and inadequate between this huge monster! Burn! I'm never gonna titty fuck you because I'd be embarrassed!
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank Lily Slayer. We want to give her a hand. She's like Roseanne's alt punk like sister that's just as funny except twice as bitchy. Please don't beat me up. Please don't beat me up and smother me with your giant titties. That'd be gross.
You can't afford it.
She's probably right.
Hey, Lily. I was not surprised at all that Lily was hosting. Ever since joining the Aryan Brotherhood, or should I say sisterhood, feminism, I was not surprised that she wanted to roast a Jew. I'm just kidding, y'all. She just heard the word roast and she showed up.
Philip is the laziest kid I know, and I'm not just talking about his wonky eye. He literally will go weeks on end without showering. Yeah. He stinks worse than a Fiasco concert.
Next up, we have a graduate of the Savannah College of Art and Design. I don't know him very well, so I don't know whether he got his degree in the advanced pipe cleaners with glitter or paper bags with googly eyes. But he's a very talented comedian, so give it up for Philip.
That was the worst introduction I've ever heard in my life.
When I was thinking about material for Philip, I went up to his mom and I asked her, I was like, tell me a deep, dark secret about Philip that he would want no one to know about. And she looked at me and said, well, when Philip was 8 years old, he was playing the part, and a man in a van drove up and asked him if he wanted to see some puppies. And Philip crawled in the guy's van and sucked his fucking dick! Dude, you didn't even have to wait for him to take you home and give you dinner? You just had to fucking suck his dick in the parking lot? When she was telling me the story, she was crying because she's ashamed her son's a homo.
I don't know whether they teach that sense of self-satisfaction and smugness at art school or whether that's why you got accepted. I can't figure it out.
don't really have much else to say because I love the man. And here, let me give you a hug. Beautiful human being. Everybody, thanks for showing up.